So we've got another nice Saturday out, this beginning of the January. We are back working on the C10. Bruce is fixing up some inserts to close the C of the frame. We're going to box it all the way in and then fisheye it onto our rear Corvette suspension just to make it that much stronger. Where it ends here is where our engine mount is going to be fabricated across for our engine cross members. And then we've got to do this side as well. We're going to box that in the rest of the way. So that is what we are currently working on. And Mr. Luke has just showed up. So we went and grabbed a heater because it is slightly chilly and just makes it a little nicer to work on. Bruce has basically got this whole side welded in and is now working on getting the passenger side welded in. Starting to look great. We are plugging away at that basically. Lots of welding, not really a whole lot of excitable action. Got the C10 frame basically finished here on the rear with boxing it in. Bruce is all done with doing the boxing on the inside of both frame rails and is now working on making some blend plates to contour the frame to mate up to the Corvette a lot nicer than just having the box edge like right here. It's going to give it some more strength and just make it quite a bit nicer looking. He's got both tops done, working on the bottom now. And then our next project is getting the front of the frame to match the rear of the truck frame, which we've got saved over here. So we have to get this here welded back on the back portion so we can bolt the bed back down so it's not just held in by the front two bolts. So that is what we have to do. However, the bottom of this right here is actually taller than the top of the frame rail here, so we are going to have to make some fabrications to drop this down so we can actually tie those two pieces of frame together. On another note, we got a smoking deal on this Harbor Freight toolbox. Scratch and dent due to these small minor defects on just the front two corners. Original price was $7.79 or something like that, and they let it go New Year's Eve for $300. So nice addition to the shop. Basically, you got this tool cart and then some benches that were left in the shop by the previous owner. But that will make it much nicer working with the tools all in one place. We shall continue. Here where he's finishing up the blend pieces, and it really makes that look a lot nicer where those two frames come together. Get some paint on it. It's gonna look really clean and also make it a lot stronger. Over to O'Reilly's to grab some spray paint because we are out taking the good old Smurfins in this crappy weather. Could be worse though, I guess. They're back at the garage working on, Bruce is still working on the right hand frame rail, putting the splice in, and then Luke is wire brushing the rest of the frame where we got it welded to where we are going to be spray painting so it doesn't get all rusty. So, quick trip over to O'Reilly's and we'll be right back. We have acquired the gloss and semi-gloss black paint, and now to get into my garage. Looks like they're welding on something. So it's the end of Saturday night. We are basically wrapped up here at the shop for this evening. We've got a lot done on it. The boxes are completed and looking fantastic. There is some other steps that we have to do. We still need to put in the rear frame section for the C10, so the truck bed, so we can bolt the truck bed all the way down, not just so it's got the front two bolts. And then we also have to put in some cross members for the, so it's a lot firmer and stronger for us road racing. But the boxes turned out great, look fantastic. Next up, we are probably going to be working at the shop a little bit this week because we don't really want to use the C5 front suspension we have. It has been unbolted and the frame rails are not squared properly on the cross member, so we're slightly concerned about the position of where they're at, and if we weld the frame rails in while they're on there still, then it's not going to be a perfect alignment as it should. So we did just get in the spare parts 2010 Corvette for my C6. It's only got 35,000 miles on it, so we are going to drop that front suspension out, cut the frame rails, and end up using that instead. So it'll be a lot nicer, give us a lot better finished product, and in the end, just a lot less worry than using that suspension that's already been unbolted that we didn't really think about until today. So super happy with the boxes, and they turned out great. Absolutely thrilled with it. Stiffened it up a bunch, and now we just have to work on getting this guy bolted on here because that's where the truck bed goes. So we got a lot done today, and I think we're going to pop the cab off here soon. So until next time, that's where it's at. The turbos still have not shown up yet. I'm sure the guys over there at Nelson Racing are busy as always, so never a problem. So we'll catch you next time.